The Birmingham bin strike has reached its 5th week. Rubbish is piled high. Rats are infesting the streets. And experts are concerned about Wales disease. What's that? Is it like a rat disease? You get bit by a rat and you turn into one? Rats, rats, rats! You turn into some Welsh person. On how the Equality Act contributed to this and how it may cause similar strikes across the country. What are they talking about? Equality? Equal lefts and equal rights. Boom, boom, boom. Right in your balls. In 2012, 174 former Birmingham council employees brought an equal pay appeal to the Supreme Court. Okay. They argued Birmingham City Council had provided lower pay to women in predominantly female jobs, cooks, cleaners, and care staff, compared to refuse collectors and road workers. They won their case. Birmingham Council was found to have contravened equal pay legislation because they failed to provide bonuses to cooks, cleaners, catering, and care staff, but did offer them to bin men, street cleaners, and grave diggers. Oh my god, they dig up graves too? Damn. Judges heard that 170 women were among female workers denied bonuses similar to those handed out to employees in traditionally male-dominated jobs, such as refuse collectors, street cleaners, road workers, and grave diggers. Okay. This is not a case of women being paid less than men for the same work. The claimants drew a comparison between manually taxing jobs with higher labor shortages and unsociable hours. Binmen, yeah, you have to. They collect trash over there at like 2 to 3 a.m. up until like 6 a.m. Yeah, because it's obviously like whereas there's less people on the street. Yeah, and more popular jobs like cooking and cleaning. Because they lost the case, Birmingham Council have had thousands of equal pay claims brought against them. So far, they have paid out 1.1 billion pounds. That's more, chat, by the way. For Americans, that's more. It's probably closer to like 1.3 or 1.4 billion dollars. To former employees in equal pay compensation. They estimated further liability in the region of 650 million and 760 million pounds. Holy Toledo, that's a lot of money. That's taxpayer money. Oh my. What a steal. Yeah, steal is not what I'd call it. You want to be smoking hot at the gym this summer? I got the perfect thing for you. Don't take my word for it. Listen to him instead.
Drinking from this waifu cup feels like I'm coming. I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right? So, you know, I'm in heaven.
Smuggle on our waifu cups, only for 2 weeks. Buy now and start sipping. Don't forget to click the link in the video description below. Don't miss out. Smugglers, 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 listen up. Breaking news. Gamersubs has extended the pre-order by 1 week. So now you have until the 28th of April. All right, back to you, Tom. The first consequence of this is obvious. It caused the council to go bankrupt. Yeah, I imagine. In September 2023, they issue a Section 114 notice declaring the council to be in negative general fund position due to the cost of providing equal pay claims. Yikers. Okay. Yeah, dink donk, no money. Give us more money, taxpayers. The second consequence, the council urgently had to equalize pay for binmen and catering staff or risk further payouts. But, look, I'm sorry. I have worked in retail and not directly in catering, but I did do like barista work for a time, so it's kind of adjacent to catering. I don't think it's the same as picking up garbage for like 5 hours and like having to fucking stink like garbage all day and lifting up people's garbage and getting garbage juice all over my fucking clothes and shit. Yeah, I don't think it's equivalent. Like, yeah, I think both jobs can suck in their own way, but I think one of them is definitely fucking worse. Or at least, like, worse in, like, hard work. Because they were bankrupt, there was only one way to do this, by cutting pay for refuse collectors. No! No! Chat, there's no way! This is crazy! No way they cut garbage men's pay because waitresses were complaining they weren't making as much. I have to be like misunderstanding this. And not only did they cut garbage men's wages, but waitresses and cooks got literal free money because they were discriminated against? This is absolutely fucking wild. Holy crap-a-moly. That makes no sense. That's not even fair. Birmingham Council has been finding ways to cut the pay of those in male-dominated professions. Unite report that they've cut $1,000 in shift pay already. They've also cut the highest paying refuse collection job, waste recycling and collection officer, an 8,000-pound pay cut for some. That's like $10,000. Oh my gosh. Like, and that's super important. Like, no joke. Like, it's hygiene. That's hygiene. Like, that's horrible. Deserve to strike? Yeah, they do. They really do. This reminds me of the Simpsons episode. I forget what it was, but they, like, cut the pay of all the garbage people and they went on a strike, and then the mafia had to take over. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. The council is at a total impasse. They have to make these cuts if they don't risk further equal pay lawsuits. Oh my god, that's so bad. They are bankrupt, so they simply cannot afford to bring up the pay of cooks, social care workers, and cleaners instead. Oh my gosh, UK is so cooked. Yo, any UK garbage men in the chat? I'm sorry. Living in trash! You would say that! You would! You're a little rat! My chat loves this. They're rats. Like, our mascot is like a rat. Birmingham won't be the only council to experience these problems. Refuse collection is tough work. Councils need to pay more recognition of this, but the workforce is around 73% male, so will always be vulnerable to equal pay lawsuits. Chat, this is unironically the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Bro, women aren't gonna do certain jobs. Women, like, there's not a lot of women. Women don't want to be truck drivers or plumbers or garbage men. This city or whatever this is, like, council area, it's literally going to run every male-dominated profession into the ground by doing this. Like, people go into the sewers and have to clean the sewers so that we don't get clogs and shit. Like, I'm sorry, I've seen enough documentaries about dirty jobs and all that, like all those episodes with Mark Rowe, and it's always men doing the dirty jobs. There are women occasionally, of course, but holy crap. This is so bad. Equal pay for the same work is a hard-won right that should be defended at all costs, but equal pay for similar work, as deemed by a judge, is madness. It will bankrupt businesses and councils and make it impossible to provide basic services. Thousands of ASDA workers win latest stage in decade-long equal pay case. 1.12 billion pounds. The case centers on the fact that the mostly female shop workers are paid up to $3.74 an hour less than the predominantly male warehouse staff. Yeah, because the warehouse has to work longer hours, very likely, because they have to lift up shit and also work night shifts, and night shifts also, they get paid more usually. And also they break their backs and legs. Like, what are we really talking about, man? Different work equals different pay? No, that's sexist. You can't say that. No, like, highest, like, let me Google this really quick. Highest male-dominated professions. Construction, firefighting, and some areas of finance and technology. No, I need, like, a statistic. Ah, here we go, okay. Yeah, this is the US Department of Labor. What's DIMS? Let's look at it. This is not the UK, but this is the US. Let's just, like, read that. Oh, this makes so much sense. Wow. Oh, all of my little chatters. Chat, do you have one of these jobs? I bet you do. I bet most of you do. There are people who don't do this kind of work, but I bet most of you do. I can't read. You can't read it. Yeah, automotive, look at that, machinists, repair workers, welding, landscape, groundskeeper. Chad, look at all these jobs that they're gonna get to cut pay too in the UK. Wow, industrial truck and tractor operators, painting workers. Is that like painting roofs and like walls and stuff. Electrical and electronic engineers, construction managers, machinists, construction labor. Wow, it's almost like a lot of these are men. Occupation with the smallest share of women workers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Did you look at that? Landmark equal pay went for thousands of workers against retailer next. Why are we even saying that retail is equivalent to like putting boxes and moving stuff? And also if you work in a warehouse, you have to have a license for a forklift. I know that you have to have that at least. Yeah. You like actually have to have a license. Of course they're gonna pay more because you have to get a license, therefore. Forklift licenses are like blinker fluid? They're not. It's stupid. I have no idea. Need more qualifications. Well, at any rate, I just think that, you know, backbreaking work like, you know, picking up boxes and moving them is very likely more intensive than putting stuff into a bag. And ask me how I know. I worked retail when I was a teenager. Yeah. Sabotaging your Department of Sanitation, you are heading towards drowning in garbage. Yeah, tell me about it. Look at this. They are it's literally as tall as the lady almost. Or man, I don't know, I can't tell, but they are almost as tall as this person on the side. Like, holy guacamole. What's the legislative change that needs to be made to end such mad rulings? Clarification of equal pay legislation with Equality Act that only applies to the same work, not work of equal value. Very small change that could save billions in lawsuits. Okay, that's a fair criticism. Chat, so like, currently this city in the UK is experiencing a garbage man strike, and look at all the trash in the streets. Oh my goodness. Now imagine the truck drivers go on strike. Like, goods stop being delivered and moved around. The firefighters, the mechanics, the repairmen, the construction workers. This is literally premium levels of retardation. You cannot compare pay gaps with different professions. Like, you just can't. It's not a one-to-one. This is so bad. Birmingham is a fucking shithole. I've never been there. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. All of Birmingham stinks. I've been to Birmingham. That's a picture from years ago. It naturally looks like that. Okay, man. Alright. I wouldn't take it that far, but sure. I've never been there, but I wouldn't know. Imagine being a hardworking guy taking out people's trash all day and you get your pay cut because some Karen's bitching about like having to wait tables at a restaurant. Whose trash you also have to take out, by the way. Yeah, this is certifiably insane. They are so fucked. Yeah. Imagine I'm there. No, I'm serious. No, I feel so bad for all those people. Like, for me, I always was told to respect garbage men since I was a little kid. Like, if the garbage explodes, I will go out there and, like, pick up my trash. Like, why the fuck would I make it harder for the person who's taking my fucking poo-poo, pee-pee, my snot, my boogers, and throwing it into the garbage truck? I want to make it as easy as possible. If it breaks and it's like, I didn't know about it, it's like, that's different. But I'm talking about, like, oh, shit, there's a rip in it. Maybe I should, like, you know, fix it before I put it in the garbage thingy, in the garbage bag. And to top it off, imagine how, like, mad you would be if, like, if I was one of these garbage men, and not only did they cut my wages, but they also gave free money to these Karens because she filed a discrimination claim or something. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I would be fuming. These women literally get free money from the council, your taxpayer money, like, because they were being discriminated against. Like, go be a garbage woman or something. Like, what are you doing? Oh wait, it's too hard. It's my money now, sweetie. I'd be fuming. Like, this shit turns people into, like, sexists, man. They start getting, like, radicalized. Absolutely ass backwards. Over $1 billion. $1 billion. Not a million. $1 billion. Paid out to random women complaining because guys who work hard jobs and they don't like that they don't want to do, and they're making more money. Yeah. Wait, bro, if you got you've got a trash pile license. No, I don't. Can't see why that becomes sexist. No, not a single shred of logic in that. Bro, it's sad, man. Oi, in it, these women, they get paid more money, in it. Yeah, breeding misogynists. No, I'm serious. Like, it could be just a normal dude who has a family, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. These women, in it, want more money, in it. Having a laugh. You having a giggle with all the trash up in there. In it. Yep, not surprised. Again, I'd be fuming, but I hope this gets sorted. This shit is serious, by the way. You can have some serious health consequences from this shit. Time to add misogyny to the dictionary. What do you mean? It's already in there. Painting workers, industrial truck and tractor operators. The people that have to get licenses and stuff. You don't need a license to be a freaking waitress. You just have to be at least a modicum of nice to the people you serve and do your freaking job. I would know. I've been there. I know I have to know how to talk and write stuff down. Whoa. That's hard. Damn. Yo, Winter, thank you! I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. What? I have to do my job? How about you go pick up some garbage? Have you seen the waste of Napoi before due to strikes? I have seen many countries go through strikes with garbage or sewage strikes, like sewage workers, truck drivers. School bus driver strikes were also really serious because those things really do matter. I'm not saying waitresses don't matter at all, or like, what else did they name? Fucking waitresses, cooks, and catering and care staff. Like, they are important, but you do have to acknowledge that the people who are grave diggers, the one who dispose of dead bodies, they bury them. Street cleaners, the people who pick up your garbage that you leave on the side of the street and throw it on the ground, and garbage men who dispose of your garbage. Yeah, like, what is wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect. Weirdo. I don't know. I thought this was ridiculous, and you can't even argue against it at this point. I want to see what happens to the city in like a month. And you know what's crazy, chat? Replace these garbage workers who are on strike, like perfectly good opportunity for women to swoop in, you know? Go ahead, girl, get that bag. Get that high-paying job. Get that high-paying job you're bitching about. Oh, wait, you don't want to do it? You don't want the job that pays better than your waitress job? That's crazy. Whoa, what? No way. I want to know how this turns out, because you know that the council is terrified to admit that they fucked up and did something wrong. If they give the garbage men back their high pay, then they're gonna get more discrimination claims filed. It's literally Karens versus Karens at this point. I just thought about that. Yeah, the Karens at the council are gonna get fricked because of the lawsuits, and then boom, the Karens are gonna sue them if they give them more money. Yeah, they're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. Karens on the council versus Karens at the waiting tables. Yeah. We did it! We broke it! Yay! We should just withhold our council tax? I don't know how it works in the UK, but yeah, you definitely should complain if this is what's happening. Yeah. Very sad. Karens always do that. Karens are the bane of everyone's existence. Change my mind. We ruined it for everyone! Yay!